John Deere is more than a name in agriculture. It represents innovation and vision. As global food difficulties intensify, John Deere has risen to the occasion with smart tractors, precision tools, and sustainable solutions, establishing itself as a billion-dollar leader. But how did they grow from humble beginnings to a global powerhouse? Let us dive right in and find out. Deere & Co. In the 1930s, the United States experienced a trade surplus, which greatly increased the country's gold reserves. This surplus increased confidence in the country's 850 independent banks, prompting them to manufacture and distribute additional paper money. The modern version of this could be compared to quantitative easing, in which central banks expand the money supply to stimulate the economy. However, unlike today, where the Federal Reserve provides monitoring, the United States at the time had no central banking authority to manage the money supply. This lack of monitoring resulted in a 30% increase in the money supply between 1834 and 1836, greatly outpacing the expansion of the country's GDP, despite the fact that millions of immigrants contributed to economic activity. The fast expansion of the money supply eventually resulted in inflation. Loans became more accessible, and home prices rose, resulting in a bubble that was bound to explode. The scenario was very similar to the subprime mortgage crisis in the United States, which precipitated the global financial catastrophe in 2008 and 9.
And if costs for food hadn't risen last month, inflation would have been zero. Now, to help put these numbers into perspective is Nick Bontis. He joins.
The 1830s saw similar financial instability to the 21st century, when overextension of credit and the collapse of inflated property values caused economic chaos. The economic downfall of that century culminated in the Panic of 1837, a financial disaster that sent the United States into a prolonged recession. As global confidence in the U.S. dollar decreased, trading partners began to seek more secure modes of payment, rejecting the increasingly declined paper currency. To make matters worse, the price of cotton, one of the country's main exports, fell. England, the primary buyer of American cotton, switched its supply chain to Egypt and India, leaving U.S. farmers struggling. Simultaneously, the country saw low harvests of other vital crops, severely stressing an economy that remained heavily based on agriculture. Domestic trade fell by 15 to 20%, causing severe financial difficulty. As the situation worsened, panic swept through the population. Fearing for their savings, the people rushed to withdraw money from banks, causing a wave of bank closures. This financial disaster left numerous Americans bankrupt, with no savings, jobs, or homes. During this economic downturn, many people, including blacksmith John Deere, were forced to relocate westward in quest of new possibilities and a fresh start. John Deere's story began in this tough environment at a small blacksmith shop in Grand Detour, Illinois. Deere's creative attitude inspired him to develop his iconic steel plow. Farmers in the early 19th century faced a difficult task. They had to often bend over to scrape the sticky soil off their plow's moldboards, a time-consuming practice that reduced their productivity. John Deere saw the inefficiencies in the previous equipment. He was knowledgeable about the materials and challenges associated with these plows, having restored numerous of them. Deere's inventive attitude inspired him to try a different strategy in 1837. Drawing on his experience and inspiration, he created a moldboard out of a reused steel saw blade. This new design took advantage of steel characteristics to generate a highly polished surface capable of effectively shedding sticky soil as it traveled across the fields. The outcome was a breakthrough plow.
Years since John Deere fashioned a plow similar to this in his local blacksmith shop. It was a tool that revolutionized the world of his day, and a tool that still brings visitors here to see
that met a vital agricultural demand, resulting in immediate success. Recognizing the potential of his idea, Deere produced 2 plows the next year before increasing manufacturing to 10 more in 1839. He remained dedicated to his trade, perfecting his design and reusing steel from broken blades. Deere's trust in the benefits of a self-scouring plow was confirmed by rising demand for his invention. The need for an effective plow was so severe that hundreds of people reportedly came at Lewis Crandall's farm near Grand Detour to see Deere's new plow in operation. The success of this demonstration solidified Deere's image, and making plows quickly became not only his identity, but also the core of his thriving business. In 1847, John Deere's devotion to revolutionizing agriculture was confirmed by a critical arrangement with local businessman Leonard Andros, which cemented his place in the plow industry. Recognizing the need to expand his operations, Deere transferred his company in 1847 to Moline, Illinois, on the Mississippi River's east bank. This strategic move allowed the factory to run on water power and made it easier to deliver raw materials and finished plows by riverboat. By 1849, his company had reached an important moment, operating a cutting-edge facility with greatly enhanced production capacity. The company's productivity increased to 1,000 plows per year, and business grew as Deere built a reputation for high-quality products and strong principles, values that still govern Deere and Company today. Another key milestone was reached in 1852, when Deere, Tate, and Gold terminated their partnership, leaving Deere as the sole owner of the corporation. This change enabled Deere to completely realize his goal and expand his firm even further. Deere & Company was officially founded in 1868. After moving to Moline, John Deere got heavily involved in local events, demonstrating his dedication to his town. In 1873, he was chosen as Moline's second mayor. Deere led his company for an astonishing 49 years. Following his death in 1886, 3 generations of the Deere family continued to manage the firm. This leadership lineage lasted an incredible 145 years, during which the corporation received steady innovation and strategic guidance from only 4 people. After John Deere died, his heirs led the corporation through a period of reinvention and expansion. Over the next few decades, Deere & Company refined its methods and increased its breakthroughs, leading what is commonly known as the company's modern period. To be precise, Deere made a huge financial move in 1912 when it listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Employees were the first to receive stock in the company, demonstrating Deere's dedication to involving its people in its growth. By the end of 1912, Deere had 15 manufacturing sites, 24 sales branches, and an export department centered in Moline. In 1918, Deere purchased the Waterloo Gasoline Engine Company for $2.2 million, solidifying its stronghold in the tractor and engine market. This strategic acquisition brought vital technology and knowledge
of coming here today to see for myself your great organization on which farmers are relying to such a degree to carry out their job, their war
into Deere's operations, ensuring the company's long-term success in these crucial sectors. Furthermore, during World War II, Deere's leadership faced a new task. Charles Deere Weeman, John Deere's great-grandson and then president of the corporation, accepted a position as a colonel in the United States Army. During his absence, Burton F. Peake was named president. During his military service, Women was responsible for overseeing the War Production Board's farm machinery and equipment sector. Under Women's and Peake supervision, Deere altered its production capabilities to help the war effort. The company manufactured military tractors, transmissions for the M3 tank, airplanes parts, ammunition, and even mobile washing units. The Model 55, John Deere's first self-operating combine, was introduced in 1947, marking a key milestone in agricultural innovation. This pioneering equipment was quickly followed by the smaller Models 40 and 45, which served varied sizes of farming enterprises. Deere continued to extend its combined products, introducing the larger Model 95 and, in the 1960s, the even larger Model 105, underscoring the company's commitment to meeting farmers' expanding requirements and increasing productivity. Additionally, in the second half of the 20th century, Deere & Company started on a relentless expansion. The corporation established design centers and manufacturing sites in numerous countries, each designed to match local demand and market conditions. During this period of fast expansion, the company's entire employment more than tripled, rising from over 2,500 employees in 1910 to more than 8,500 by 1918. Deere also embraced decentralization as a primary organizational principle, allowing extensive autonomy to diverse areas in product creation, supplier selection, factory operations, and distribution channel management. But faced with the limitations of its two-cylinder tractor lineup, which had reached its maximum power capacity and was becoming outdated, Deere & Company started on a groundbreaking period of innovation. In the mid-1950s, Deere introduced an attachable corn head for combines, further revolutionizing farming. This addition enabled corn farmers to use their combines for
5% of all the grain raised on a farm was kept on the farm for the livestock, and this way they had it ready to go right to the livestock on the farm.
not only harvesting, but also picking, shelling, and washing maize in a single, efficient process. This advancement streamlined the harvesting process, resulting in greatly increased efficiency for maize growers. In 1956, the corporation took a crucial step by establishing a modest tractor assembly plant in Mexico, indicating its intention to increase its presence in foreign markets. Simultaneously, Deere purchased a majority stake in Heinrich Lanz, a German tractor and combine manufacturer with a small presence in Iberia, Spain. This acquisition not only expanded Deere's product line, but also strengthened its global presence. The corporation announced its greatest product launch to date, signaling a dramatic shift in its strategy. By 1963, these new items had helped Deere outperform its competitors and establish itself as the world sales leader in agricultural and industrial equipment. 1958 was a year of significant growth for John Deere. The corporation launched a distinct industrial equipment subsidiary, signifying its entry into the construction industry. This new division was outfitted with its own dealerships and a wide range of construction equipment. One of its early products was the 440 crawler, the first all-yellow equipment intended exclusively for industrial uses. The same year saw the establishment of John Deere Credit Company, which began operations to finance domestic purchases of Deere equipment. This new financial arm aims to assist clients in acquiring John Deere machinery, making it easier for them to invest in high-quality equipment and run their businesses. On August 30, 1960, John Deere organized Deere Day in Dallas, bringing dealers and enthusiasts from all over the world to Texas. This remarkable product presentation exposed the world to the new generation of power, which included the introduction of the company's first contemporary 4- and 6-cylinder tractors. The event was the culmination of 5 years of thorough investigation and planning, and it was intended to promote Deere's most recent advances in agricultural machinery. Deere Day in Dallas was more than just a product introduction. It was a well-planned event with high-tech talks and live demonstrations. The event was staged at many prominent locations in Dallas, chosen for their ability to accommodate the 6,000 attendees and the vast range of new technology on show. The Dallas Memorial Auditorium, the Texas State Fairgrounds Coliseum, the Cotton Bowl, and the Cotton Bowl parking lot all served as venues for various aspects of the event, each adding to the overall grandeur of the spectacle. One of the event's highlights was a new John Deere tractor with a diamond-covered nameplate, which was prominently displayed inside Neiman Marcus, a well-known Dallas department shop. This particular presentation highlighted the event's significance, as well as the new tractor line's creative nature. Also during the historic Deere Day in Dallas,
So to enhance the comfort of our operators over long mowing days, we've done a lot over the last few years to incorporate some comfort features that really go a long way.
John Deere organized what was characterized as the largest commercial airlift of its type ever attempted. During the 24-hour period preceding the event, 16 airlines flew Deere employees and dealers from around the United States and Canada to Love Field in Dallas. When guests arrived, they were greeted by Bill Hewitt, then chairman and CEO of Deere & Company, who cordially welcomed them and introduced the company's new tractor lineup. Hewitt established the tone by emphasizing that the tractors they were about to see were entirely new, completely modern in every respect, with outstanding features not duplicated in any other make of tractor. Additionally, at Deere Day, 4 new 4-cylinder and 6-cylinder tractor models were introduced, representing a substantial breakthrough in the company's product range. This event not only highlighted Deere's agricultural machinery innovations, but also laid the groundwork for future growth. By 1963, John Deere had expanded its focus beyond agriculture, establishing a consumer equipment sector known as the turf business. This new subsidiary entered the market with lawn and garden tractors and a range of attachments such as mowers and snowblowers. John Deere marked a historic milestone in 1964 when it opened its new world headquarters built by renowned Finnish-American architect Eero Saarinen. This modern architectural marvel represented Deere's dedication to innovation and its expanding status as a global leader in the machinery business. However, the corporation experienced difficult times shortly after.
2 different options for the way you raise and lower your deck. The first is going to be a pedal system, change that height if we want to.
By the time Deere celebrated its 150th anniversary in 1987, it had suffered a significant financial setback, reporting a $229,300,000 loss. In response to these issues, Deere began a period of strict recovery and restructuring. But the situation worsened with a nationwide farm recession, which put an additional burden on the company's finances and lowered staff morale. During this difficult time, Hans Behrer took over as CEO from Robert Hansen in 1989. Recognizing the urgent need for transformation, Behrer launched a major redesign of the company's reward systems. The reorganization initiatives paved the way for Deere's spectacular rebirth. By 1991, the firm had reached a critical milestone with the development of a global commercial and consumer equipment division, CC, which represented a strategic reorganization of its product lines. For the first time in 1993, the company separated its commercial and consumer equipment divisions from its agricultural equipment divisions, allowing for more concentrated management and development in each sector. The same year, Deere was installed into the National Inventors Hall of Fame, recognizing its contributions to equipment technology developments. In 1997, Deere celebrated 50 years of self-propelled combine production. To celebrate the Golden Jubilee, the 1997 models had a distinctive 50th year label that reflected the company's long history of innovation in harvesting technology. In 1998, Deere launched the 9410, 9510, and 9610 models, which were gradual enhancements to the current 9000 series Maximizer combines. The new models were basically comparable to their predecessors, with minor improvements to performance and efficiency. Deere dealers also provided 10 series updates to owners of older 9000 series combines, guaranteeing that long-term clients could benefit from the newest technology improvements. And John Deere's release of the 8000 series tractors in 1997 was a huge step forward.
Also back here, you can't see them, but inside here we have a new redesigned chopper knife. They've got dimples in them, just like a golf ball.
During this time, precision farming advanced significantly. The company created the Green Star Combine Yield Mapping System, which was introduced in 1996 as the first fully integrated yield mapping package for combines. Beyond technological breakthroughs, the AMT utility vehicle, known as the Gator, saw a stunning 50% increase in its first year of manufacturing, demonstrating the company's successful attack into utility vehicles. By the late 1990s, Deere had successfully refocused on its core skills. In 1997, despite significant obstacles, the corporation produced record earnings of $960,100,000, a 14% increase over the previous year. This period also saw the establishment of the John Deere Pavilion in Moline, the company's sponsorship of the Quad City Classic, and its classification as the PGA Tour's official equipment supplier. However, as competition and globalization increased in the 2000s, Deere's senior management began to rethink its organizational structure. They questioned whether the company's current structure allowed it to properly exploit its experience, technologies, talent, and global sales networks, prompting a strategic rethinking of its operations to better compete in a quickly changing industry. There was rising concern that the company's operations were not as flexible or cost-effective as they should be. Furthermore, it was becoming clear that doing business with Deere was more difficult than it should be. To address these problems and improve competitiveness, Deere implemented a number of strategic initiatives that had a substantial impact on its growth and operating efficiency. Over the next decade, Deere's business grew in both size and complexity. In 2000, the company purchased a forestry equipment manufacturer, significantly diversifying its product portfolio. Following this move, Deere embarked on a global expansion, creating or acquiring production sites in major emerging regions. Deere began operations in India in 1998, expanded into Brazil in 2004, entered the Russian market in 2005, and established a foothold in China in 2007. Deere's global footprint went beyond its manufacturing facilities. The corporation also developed technological centers in other nations, demonstrating its dedication to research and development. By 2008, Deere's organizational structure has been divided into 4 independent divisions: agricultural equipment, commercial and consumer equipment, construction and forestry equipment, and financial services. According to the company's 2008 annual report, these divisions produced revenue and cash primarily by selling equipment to John Deere dealers and distributors. This strategy, restructuring, and expansion not only helped Deere overcome operational issues, but also positioned it as a more competitive player on a worldwide scale. The company's increased emphasis on operational efficiency, combined with its large international presence, laid the groundwork for continued expansion and success in the decades that followed. The new tractor models, 1010, 2010,
I read an article in 2007 in Tractor Shop magazine about the 2010 being made by John Deere.
3010, and 4010 marked a significant advancement in agricultural technology. These models were significantly more powerful than their predecessors, providing better performance and efficiency. The 4010 in particular struck out as an important advancement. The 4010 was rated at 80 horsepower, but tested at 84 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful two-wheel drive tractors at the time. This increased power, paired with improved operational comfort, established a new benchmark for farm machinery. The new generation tractors were developed with the operator's comfort and convenience in mind. They had ergonomically placed controls, increased visibility, and enhanced seat suspension, all of which contributed to a more enjoyable and efficient driving experience. Furthermore, these tractors were easier to maintain, saving farmers time and money. And the 4010 had a major impact. It marked Deere's move to modern agricultural tractor technology and design. Although it was subsequently replaced by the immensely popular 4020 model, often regarded as one of the most cherished tractors ever produced, the 4010 was critical in recovering John Deere's market position. In 2008, John Deere's business had grown greatly, with a diverse range of products and services across multiple divisions. The company developed and supplied a wide range of agricultural equipment, including tractors and harvesters. In addition to its agricultural products, Deere supplied a wide range of commercial, consumer, and landscape equipment, as well as construction and forestry machinery. Each product line was created to fulfill the needs of its specific market, backed by John Deere's well-known commitment to quality and innovation. The company's financial services business was critical to sustaining its equipment operations. This division primarily provided finance services, such as financing for John Deere equipment sales and leases, through its dealer network. It also controlled trade receivables obtained from equipment operations, ensuring that all financial parts of transactions were handled smoothly. Despite suffering enormous losses barely a decade prior, John Deere experienced a stunning rebound by 2008. The agricultural equipment division contributed significantly to Deere's performance, accounting for 64% of the company's net sales of $25.8 billion that year. Meanwhile, the commercial and consumer divisions, along with the construction and forestry divisions, accounted for 17% and 19% of net sales, respectively. This diversification of revenue streams contributed to the company's stability and growth. To maintain its competitive advantage, John Deere concentrated on developing technologically innovative and dependable goods.
The difference is going to be here at the engines. Now, the S-Series is broken up into two different classes. You have the S100s and the S200s,
which were supplemented by great after-sales service. For example, its agricultural equipment such as harvesters had advanced hardware, electronics, and software, demonstrating the company's commitment to innovation and precision. John Deere's devotion to technical innovation was clear, with their giant tractors having more lines of software code than early space shuttles. Their GPS system allowed for precise guidance of tractors and tools in the field, which increased efficiency by decreasing tillage and chemical application overlap. This saves time and money while also reducing environmental effects. The company's current leadership has led John Deere through a digital transition, bringing cutting-edge technology that offers both benefits and problems. One major breakthrough is the incorporation of cameras and AI-trained processors into sprayers, which can detect weeds among crops. This method enables targeted spraying, minimizing the requirement for pesticide sprays that are applied uniformly. European trials have shown that this strategy can reduce pesticide expenditures by up to 70%, while also reducing the amount of chemicals that penetrate the soil. John Deere has made significant investments in technology and robotics, which have resulted in the development of a completely autonomous version of its 8R farm tractor. This breakthrough eliminates the need for a driver, demonstrating the company's commitment to leading the field in AI and robotics. The Vice President of Automation and Autonomy at John Deere anticipates the company competing with technological leaders such as Tesla and Silicon Valley giants in the fields of artificial intelligence and robots. But as John Deere continues to innovate with high-tech gear, farmers are becoming increasingly concerned. Many people are learning that buying a John Deere tractor does not give them ownership of the proprietary software that powers these powerful machines.
Companies feel that all the programming and the technology that's in the tractor, they continue to own after they sell me the tractor. So,
farmers who have historically valued self-sufficiency are constrained by the operating system's limits, which can be deactivated if they attempt unauthorized modifications or repairs. This has sparked renewed interest in earlier, pre-digital versions that allow farmers to exercise their right to repair without the limits of proprietary software. Some farmers are turning to hacking to obtain control of the program and make essential changes or repairs. While this strategy may provide immediate benefits, it also carries major hazards. Successful attacks could potentially be used to disrupt agricultural operations on a massive scale. Such situations could affect the viability of a large chunk of U.S. agriculture. But John Deere's heritage of preserving their innovations began in 1887. Today, the company's heirs face a modern cybersecurity challenge. The goal is to protect their advanced gear from any cyber threats, while also meeting farmers' needs for autonomy and control over their equipment. Deere & Company's distinctive leaping deer emblem has symbolized the brand for over 155 years, with modest variations throughout time. Originally, some versions of the logo included a deer leaping over a log, although the design has undergone various minor alterations. Today, the logo's colors distinguish between the company's product lines. Agricultural products are painted in a distinctive green with yellow accents, whilst construction equipment is painted in a striking black with yellow details. As of 2018, Deere & Company was the world's largest agricultural machinery manufacturer, employing roughly 67,000 people worldwide, with half of those situated in the United States and Canada. Despite its industry leadership, the company experienced issues in August 2014 when it announced the indefinite layoff of 600 employees at its operations in Illinois, Iowa, and Kansas. This decision was prompted by a drop in demand for its products. However, today, John Deere is a global agricultural and construction powerhouse with a presence in more than 100 countries. The company remains at the top of technical growth, always inventing and investing in research and development to meet the changing needs of its varied consumer base. John Deere engines are known for their dependability and performance, providing cutting-edge power solutions for a diverse range of applications. Despite its great performance, as indicated by a staggering $10 billion in profits for the financial year 2023, John Deere encountered unexpected circumstances in July 2024. The corporation revealed intentions to lay off 600 employees at its Midwest sites and is considering moving some production operations to Mexico.
Iowa to Mexico. The change is expected to be made by 2026. This all comes as more than 100 employees.
This decision has surprised many, especially given the company's strong financial performance. From its beginnings as a steel plow manufacturer to its current position as a global leader in engine technology, John Deere has had a fascinating journey of growth and transformation. The company's persistent commitment to innovation, quality, and sustainability has had a significant impact on the agriculture and construction industries, increasing productivity and progress globally. With a legacy built on innovative advancements and a forward-thinking vision, John Deere continues to shape the future of the industries it serves. Its constant pursuit of excellence and commitment to meeting the changing requirements of its clients keep it at the forefront of technical innovation. As we conclude our exploration of John Deere's extraordinary growth, we'd like to hear your thoughts. Share your favorite John Deere machine in the comments section and explain why it is meaningful to you. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to stay up to speed on the newest technologies and industry news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another video. Bye.